This is not a new leak. Let me put that out there right at the beginning in case you were confused. I tried to hopefully make it as clear as possible in my title and my thumbnail. This is not a new leak. This is a compilation of leaks. So first of all, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another Smash Bros. It's not even a leak video, just a Smash Bros video. So what is this video and what do I mean by compilation? So I was at work and I was on online here on my lunch break, and I came across this thread here on GameFAQs, and it stated that this person, Taznut, I don't know if that's pronounced right, but apparently this person hinted towards Cloud being announced in Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS before it was even announced, and it kind of goes on to say that this person might have some sources, and now this person that apparently leaked, Cloud back then is saying that there's, okay, how does he word this? So he's saying there is a leak, most likely an image leak, that has ruffled Nintendo's feathers. It's a weird way to put it, so read into that what you want. But he says it is not the Ken image leak that we all have thought. So what I thought would be pretty cool to do is I have this link here of a whole crap ton of leaks, or image leaks, some real, some jokes, but I have quite a few that I want to go over with, so I just thought I'd make like a big compilation video of image leaks and kind of go over them, so have a little bit of fun with them. Kind of give my opinion on a few of them. So the first one absolutely is the most reliable one that I found. This is Wurmple. This is way back. Of course, I'm joking. It's a joke. Wurmple, yeah, Wurmple's the Gen 3 needs a rep, so Wurmple is the, I mean, look at that. You got the regular Sprite and then the shiny Sprite. Done. And I'm pretty sure the Pokemon, they don't even have shiny sprites for alternate skins, right? I don't even think they do, but maybe they do. I don't remember. But let's move on to some real ones. So here's the first one. So going back to the first part, what I was saying, where that leaker who said Cloud was in Smash 4 before, it was actually announced, saying that there was a leak, but possibly an image leak that kind of has Nintendo, a little, their feathers are ruffled up, or however he said that. And it's not the Ken image leak. So the one I think the most likely it could be would be Geno. Now, not all of these are going to be, what I think could actually be super likely, but it's just a nice compilation of image leaks. So I'm going to try to go through them somewhat quickly. But I think this Geno one, to my best of my knowledge, this one is still yet to be debunked. I have not seen any concrete proof of anything, no other, renders or images, or no one's come forth to say it's fake. So this one possibly could be real if this person that did leak Cloud back in the day, if this is true, and he's saying there's another, a potential image leak that's out there that kind of has Nintendo all riled up. Maybe this one is real. We don't know. But let's move on to another one. So here's one that was confirmed fake. The artist, I don't know why Lloyd is on here. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about this one, but these 7 characters, this one was pretty big in what? End of October? Or not October. End of August, maybe sometime in September. The Agnes leak. It's what? Agnes, Chorus Kids, Isaac, Ken, Isabelle, Shadow, and Skull Kid. And I don't know why the Lloyd picture's on here, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember seeing it correctly, the leaker made up all these renders of these characters themselves, came out and said it was just for fun that they wanted to do. These 7 were the original person's credit, but I'm almost positive they said on Twitter that they were not responsible for the Lloyd Irving. I'm pretty sure that's who that is, right? They weren't responsible for that render, so that is interesting. Maybe it's kind of still out there. I mean, the art style, it seems to kind of fit with what Smash Bros. Kind of looks like. So I wouldn't be surprised if that one could be real as well. But yeah, another good fake one. I'm hoping there's also a few images on here that you have yet to see. Again, I'm just doing this for fun, just kind of going over a whole bunch of image leaks in the past. And maybe there's some that you've seen, maybe there's some that you haven't seen. So I just hope you guys kind of enjoy this little video. So here's the one, Dixie Kong and Banjo. Also, creator came out and said this one was fake. Dixie Kong doing some little karate jumping pose to her right. Banjo walking like a zombie robot. Yeah, okay, that totally makes sense. Sausage fingers, you know, the whole thing was just kind of weird, didn't make sense. Of course, like I said, the creator came out and said this one was fake, so yep, fake. Moving on, this one is a more recent one here of Isaac. On the character screen on the actual Smash Bros. Website, you know how they have them all labeled? Well, this one, you know, has apparently Isaac and Gino, actually. So Isaac would be number 69, and then Gino would be number 70. The render was done pretty well. I don't have the other picture of them actually doing the render. Like, basically came forth and, you know, showed how it was created. So this one is fake. It looks pretty good. I'll be honest. You know, it looks good. I could almost believe it if the person didn't come forward and say, you know, that they made it. I would believe it. Plus, you know, the logo, the series logo is right. Gino's over here. Gino has a Super Mario icon, so, you know, a lot of people think you'd kind of be put into Super Mario, or under the Super Mario category for characters, so I guess that explains the mushroom. But no picture for Gino there, so yeah, little sad about that one. But still, the Isaac render is very good. I think it's pretty good. Looks pretty good. Moving on, here's like a multi-leak. This one came out, I think, a couple weeks ago. Just a bunch of different characters. Supposedly Gino. Looks like Bandana Waddle Dee fighting Captain Falcon. Really blurry Incineroar. The blurrier the better, right? That means it means if it's blurry, you know it's real, right? So Incineroar, Skull Kid, Isaac. A lot of these were kind of confirmed to be like mods in some way. Like this Isaac one, I'm almost positive is like Roy from some modded game. I don't remember. But Isabelle, there's Ken. Looks like it's, I don't know. Whatever. Shadow. Looks like it's one of the Chorus Kids right here. Then Dixie Kong. Supposedly Rayman. I'm not too sure. Again, blurry. So, again, these are pretty much almost all fake. If you want to believe them, go ahead. It's totally fine. Dark Meta Knight right here. I could see it happening, you know, as an Echo Fighter. It's legit. It has a chance at least. Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario looks way too 3D. You know, I definitely think they'd go with more 2D style, kind of like Mr. Game & Watch. They would go more that route. So, Paper Mario doesn't look right. Banjo-Kazooie, again, some sort of fighting stance right there. Shantae. Then we got, looks to be Ness, or is that maybe Nintendo? Oh, I guess that would be Nintendo, supposedly, I guess. And then the one right here, Dry Bowser, actually, so that one's interesting. You know, you don't see a lot of Dry Bowsers, or I guess any Dry Bowser fake pick, so interesting to see. But I'm pretty sure all these were pretty much said to be either some sort of mods in some way, or, you know, the person made them up and kind of, you know, they were fake. Another one, going back to the Agnes leak, I showed this one in a video I did, what, a month and a half ago, or whenever this came out. Again, the person came out and said, they made all these renders, they're all fake, they're not real. So, although they look pretty good, besides maybe a spelling mistake and the hair going the wrong way and that kind of stuff, it was pretty good at the time. It was good for the time. But moving on, again, same person that made this, Isaac. Why does Isaac look weird? It's because it's supposed to be a Matthew alternate skin, so it could pass. It would pass. I mean, it looks all right. You know, again, if the person didn't come forward and say, you know, hey, I made these just for fun to, you know, for whatever reason, it could maybe pass as playable, maybe. But yeah, confirmed fake as well, so nothing new there. Here's kind of a newer one that it's supposedly Sora, you know, in a match. There's the character, you know, this display. They got the figure. I'm pretty sure that Sora's head right there is actually ripped straight from some screenshot on Kingdom Hearts 3, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, but it is ripped from somewhere else, so this asset has been seen somewhere else, so that is not a correct character portrait. This one is fake. Although, you know, seeing Sora in Smash would be absolutely awesome. I'm not complaining. I wouldn't complain about that one. So, yeah, there's Sora. Looks pretty good. Moving on to the next one. Here is Steve. Yes, Steve. Yep, I do have a few Steve leaks on here. So, supposedly it's going to be the next character, according to this, because they got all the characters on here. It's not like a demo screen. But I guess it would say Steve is the last character. I'm not sure about that. Is that Isabel render? Is this Isabel render the correct one? Don't know off the top of my head. So if that Isabel one is fake, well then the whole thing is fake. But if it's real, you know, they did a good job on Steve at least. You know, they made it, you know, color matches the background. You know, it fits. It works. You know, great effort on this part. Great effort on this person's part. If this is indeed fake, I'd say, yeah, like I just said, good effort. All right, hello? All right, here we go. Moving on. All right, so here's the infamous Ken pick that we pretty much believe is real. Yeah, giving the thumbs up. We got the debug menu over here on the right-hand side. Ken's character portrait on the screen is transparent because that's what happens when a character kind of gets, you know, steps on it or gets really close to it in the actual game. Also, why it could explain why the timer is actually 0-2 instead of just 2 minutes 30 seconds. The 0 would not be there. Again, debug menu, and I think the stage, they're on the Splatoon stage, which is supposed to have ink all over it, but again, debug so they can turn all that stuff off, and yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of people are believing this one is real, so yeah, very possible. Moving on, here's a Banjo render. Didn't know where this was actually from. Looks like he's a little bit angry right here. Could this be... Oh, I don't know. Could this be like on the character select screen maybe down at the bottom? Not really sure where this would be actually from. Would it be a reveal trait? I don't know. It looks decent at least. You know, I don't think I've seen any renders of Banjo actually making this kind of face, you know, and he's got the... eyes kind of half open, you know, kind of not like he's squinting, but you know, you can tell he's angry here. So it's another decent one. I like this one. You know, it could pass. It could pass, but I don't think it's totally legit. Yeah, I don't really think either of these, besides the Geno one I showed way back at the beginning and then that Ken one we just looked at. I think those are the only two, honestly, in all of these that I'm showing have the absolute best chance to be real. So yeah, there's Banjo. Moving on to the next one. This one is the absolute most realist I have. It is Isaac taking on Agnes. Look at this, pure action. Agnes, they just waddle South Park style. She kicks him and he goes flying off the screen. Game proof. Isaac and Agnes are in the game. Yeah, I know it's a joke. I wanted to have some fun with some of these. So yeah, it's funny. Just South Park style. Waddle, waddle, kick. Whoosh. All right, next up. So this one is an interesting one I've never seen before. Looks to be like early character model designs of Chorus Kids and King Wart. Now, would this mean they're playable characters? I suppose. Could it be for assist trophies or, you know, trophies in general? Because we don't even know if trophies are coming back, do we? I don't think it's been confirmed yet, so that'd be interesting. And plus, Chorus Kids, I mean, it's been speculated before. Chorus Kids, absolutely. Or Karate Joe. You know, Rhythm Heaven getting a rep. A lot of people can see it. Maybe not a lot of people like it, but you can see it happening because of the whole supposed, you know, they were in Smash 4, but then they got cut, and maybe they're getting reused, and they're going to be put in this game this time. Who knows, but this one's interesting. But now that I'm thinking about it, why would you have like a 3D kind of like clay model of Chorus Kids if they're just... Aren't Chorus Kids just a 2D, like Game & Watch? Do you really need a 3D version, 3D model of them? I guess that wouldn't make too much sense for me. King Wart, on the other hand, would make sense. King Wart's like a really old villain. Was it a Mario and Zelda villain or something? I don't remember the whole backstory about King Wart, but yeah, it'd be an interesting character to kind of just bring in out of nowhere, you know, somebody out of left field. And if you think Sakurai doesn't still have something up his sleeve that we're not thinking of, always keep that in mind, because, you know, I guess he's going off the Smash ballot for the most part, but, you know, that doesn't mean he's going to bring out some character that hardly anyone talks about. So King Wart, I guess, would fit that. Would be interesting to see how he plays, so I think it'd be kind of cool. All right, moving on now. Okay, I don't know who the person on the left is. Have no idea, but I'm pretty sure this is another supposed render of Lloyd Irving on the right. Again, who's on the left? Do you guys know who that is? I have no idea who this is. Not a clue. Is it somebody else from Lloyd's game? What is it? The Tales of series? Maybe. Could be. I mean, It's all right. I think the other Lloyd render that I showed a little bit earlier, that one seems more legit, more believable than this one does. I don't know. The face, the mouth right here, whoever this is smiling, just kind of looks a little awkward to me. So yeah, I think that one pretty easily, you know, kind of fake what for, you know, I just don't think it's real. So moving on. Now we have a character banner art leak. We got Gino right here, right under Link, right in between Sonic and Greninja. It's not real because the art style is a little, I don't know, to me, I could see the art style doesn't seem the same to me. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. Excuse me, it doesn't seem right to me. Plus they didn't really shift around any characters to actually make room for them. They just kind of like shoved them in there, you know. For as a character like Gino, a third party, you would definitely want to get his own, you know, like space on the banner. You wouldn't just shove him in between 5 or 4 characters. Link, that's 5. You just want to shove him right in the middle, make him, you know, this little tiny thing. Of course, I know he's not the biggest character, but, you know, in terms of his size, you're not just going to jam him in some spot and be like, hey, look, he's in the... Yeah, that one's not real. Not real. All right, moving on. This one was an interesting one. There was like a week or two where people were thinking, as a new Pokemon rep, Golisopod from Gen 7, Pokemon Sun and Moon. And this is a render I've never seen before. You know, I started making this video, so this one was actually a bit interesting. Apparently just fighting Villager right here. Oh, and it looks like he's jumping. I think, I don't know, just the way the pictures, I don't know, it looks a bit amateurish to me. This does just Golisopod. I think he would actually make a pretty cool, interesting character, actually, for a Pokemon rep. I think that'd be pretty neat, honestly. I've never really given Golisopod much thought. It's always just kind of been, oh, Incineroar's kind of going to be that character, or back when the game was first announced, oh, Decidueye is going to be. Well, Golisopod would actually be pretty cool, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Would be pretty interesting, but, yeah, the art stuff, I don't know. It just seems a bit amateurish, like... There's not enough detail on the stage, and I think you get too much kind of smooth detail on the actual characters. So, yeah, I don't think that one's real. Moving on, here is one of 2, I think, Karate Joe image leaks that I have. Now, this one, again, was about a month and a half ago. Somebody was posting these images and asking for requests, but only filling a certain number of requests. You know, oh, take a picture of Karate Joe, you know, holding a hammer, which I actually have an image of that, and I'll get to that in a second. Or take a picture of Karate Joe, you know, standing next to this person doing this thing. And while he did deliver, a lot of people started to think that this person created a few alternate accounts and made up his own request, so it was easy for him to fill it. And plus, this user also promised that we were going to get gameplay footage. Never happened. So, I mean, I think the fact that you chose an easy character to make, first of all, and character Karate Joe, and then you never delivered that footage. I don't think Karate Joe was real ever. So, I mean, good effort. I believe this one was the Artsy Omni leak, right? Didn't Artsy Omni do this one? I could be wrong. I think he did, though. But supposedly a different, you know, made up a different version of Pokefloats. Pokefloats 2, if you want to. Has Skull Kid and Bandana Waddle Dee. Of course, 2 characters I would love to have in the game. And to see Pokefloats 2 with, you know, a lot more Pokemon and, you know, the newer Pokemon would be pretty cool to honestly see. How would that work in, like, Battlefield and Final Destination form? That'd be interesting. But, you know... Again, very good, you know, kind of believable leak, but then, you know, leaker comes out and says it's fake. So, good on you for that one. Here's an interesting one I've never seen. Mike Jones, a character from Star Tropics, like way back in what, Nintendo, Super Nintendo? I don't remember. But way back in Nintendo's early days. Could be a great fit for a retro pick, absolutely. To me, I just don't think... I think there'd be a bit more, I know it's still kind of grainy and a little blurry, but I think there'd be a little bit more detail on the hair, maybe a bit, maybe on the shirt. I don't know. While I think it'd be cool to actually have Mike Jones, you know, again, I I think there's still a good chance we get a retro rep somehow. No, I don't think King K. Rool or Simon Belmont is a retro rep. No, but you know, a retro Nintendo rep. What? Even though King K. Rool's Nintendo, you get what I'm trying to say. An actual retro rep, you know, from way back in the day. It'd be a cool pick, but I don't know. The render was pretty decent at least. Plus they got the nice series logo up top. It got like the little palm tree thing, whatever that is. I don't know, but not bad. Hope my face cam's not in the way now that I think about this, but yeah, not bad. Whoa, excuse me. Moving on, here's that Karate Joe, or the second one I was talking about where he's holding a hammer, where the person, again, was asking for a request. People think he made up his own alternate accounts and made his own request for him to easily fill it. I mean, I get Karate Joe's 2D, but that just looks so weird. Again, so does Mr. Game & Watch if he's holding a hammer. Doesn't look right, so I guess in that regards it looks good, but I don't know. It looks weird. It looks weird. Let's see. Moving on. Oh, here we go. The best one I have found by far. We have King K. Rool. We have 68 Isabel, who's off screen. And then we have number 69, World 1-1 Goomba, the legendary World 1-1 Goomba. Oh, that enemy. When you first start up that game, start up Mario Bros. Oh my goodness. How do you even defeat him, right? Absolutely deserves to be playable. Absolutely deserves that new Mario rep. And of course, we all know Fortnite guy's getting in the game, right? Fortnite's the biggest game out right now. Fortnite guy absolutely is in the game. And of course, we're going to get Tilted Towers as a stage, right? Of course, it's fake. If anyone believed that, why? All right, but yeah, that is going to be the last pick I have. I don't know how many that was, but I guess, you know, plus this thing. I will leave the link to this down in the description so you can go. There's a crap ton of other images that I did not go over. Feel free, check them out for yourself. Absolutely feel free. There's some pretty cool ones still on there that I didn't cover, but yeah, I'll leave that in the description. Otherwise, yeah, this one's coming to an end. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this little compilation video. I just thought it'd be pretty cool to kind of, you know, compile a bunch of image leaks in one spot and just kind of go over them. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Again, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.